Hi, I'm Thomas Cronin.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Sarah Augustynek.
We're from COM401. This is going to be our survey research project video. We chose Where Do You Get Your Music From? And we chose this topic because
We wanted to target college students age 18 through 30 that listen to music. And the main objective was to understand where a majority of college students from our target audience retrieve their music from. We feel technology and modern day trends lead the majority to download illegally or purchase digital copies from the internet rather than physical copies.
our target audience was college students ages 18 to 30 that listen to music. Our survey consisted of 22 questions to determine the following: demographics of respondents, where they get their music from, how they manage their music, their awareness in regards to piracy laws and illegal downloading, and then physical versus digital preference. Each of us distributed 67 surveys for a total of 200.
Okay, so for our findings, it seemed to pretty much represent the demographic perfectly, and everything turned out just like we thought it would. We picked 11 out of the 22 questions to determine the actual results because we felt that they were most representative of what we were looking for. So some of the things we found out: the leading age group that responded to our surveys was 21 through 23, and the second group was 18 through 20. More females than males responded with a ratio of 120 to 80. Favorite genre was tied for country and rap and hip hop were the first place, and the second place was pop music. Does income influence their purchasing? Almost all of them said that it does, and it was like a very, very vast majority of them. Does physical cost too much money? The majority somewhat agree, and no one strongly disagreed. And then for the digital, if that costs too much money, the majority somewhat agreed. Digital was the clear favored choice for purchasing over physical, digital. It was clear favorite. And almost half, actually it was 100 out of 200, so yeah, exactly half said that they somewhat agree that they only purchase music on a rare occasion. Some of the things we assumed ahead of time was that country would be a favorite. Digital downloading is definitely the leading method in obtaining music. Most listeners use some form of modern day technology to listen to their music. Certain genre influences what they purchase. And some of the things that kind of surprised us, the income strongly influences what they do purchase. And many think that music in general these days is just too expensive to buy at all. Many aren't buying it at all anymore. And nearly half of them purchase it on rare occasion. And that's it.
All right, here's an example of one of our graphs that we pulled for our report. This one shows the favorite genre preference. On the left, you see the number of surveys on the side of the graph, and on the bottom, you see the genres that we chose for this survey research project. There was a tie between country and hip hop genre, and pop music came in second. Other key findings from our project that we put graphs into told us that the leading age group was from 21 to 23. Second was 18 to 20. Almost all of our respondents said that their income does influence purchasing music, as well as a majority somewhat agree that physical music definitely does cost too much money. But we definitely had some conflicting research findings because our respondents also said that they somewhat agree that digital music costs too much, but they probably are just being cheap college students. Our last finding says that almost half, 100 out of 200 survey respondents said they somewhat agree that they only purchase music on a rare occasion. And in conclusion, digital music favored the choice for what they prefer to purchase.
Overall, most people responded that they prefer country or hip-hop / rap and pop music. Through another question, we also learned that most people somewhat agree that a song being in their favorite genre has an impact on whether or not they choose to purchase the song. This is important because if a genre is more popular among the public, a record label that works with artists of that genre is likely to be more successful. The most common way that our respondents listen to music is through an MP3 player or smartphone. And the second most common source of where respondents get their music is through the radio. Most people would argue that modern technology has caused a decline in the number of people who listen to the radio. Many researchers have even predicted that radio will soon die out. However, through our research, we found that to be just the opposite. Many people still listen to the radio. Most of our respondents agreed that their income influenced if or how they purchase music. Additionally, most of those surveyed said that they somewhat agree that physical music costs too much. None of our respondents said that they strongly disagreed that physical music costs too much. This means that for the most part, people who we surveyed think that physical music can, in a way, cost too much. As for digital music, most of our respondents said that they somewhat agree that it costs too much. However, quite a few people said that they don't think digital music costs too much. With this, we can generalize that more people feel that physical music costs too much versus digital music. Almost all of our respondents prefer purchasing digital music, while very few people said that they prefer to purchase physical music. Our respondents said that they feel that both physical and digital music costs too much. However, most people disagreed that digital music costs too much. In conclusion, we found that even though people generally think that both physical and digital music costs too much, however, the general consensus was that more people prefer to purchase digital music. We also found that many people primarily listen to music through an MP3 or smartphone type device. Many people still listen to the radio quite often. Our recommendation would be that the radio industry isn't on the brink of dying out. In fact, it is likely that modern technology, such as smartphones, the internet, and the ability to stream radio, as well as social media, has helped the radio to thrive and retain listeners. Additionally, with more people preferring to purchase digital music, there are a few recommendations that we can make. The first will be for iTunes or other places that allow listeners to digitally download music to slightly lower their prices. This drop may encourage more listeners to purchase more music, which can actually increase overall profits. Since more people like to have digital music, but they think that it is too expensive, even a small drop in the price can make a difference in their decision to purchase music. Another suggestion is for companies that make and sell physical music to drop their prices as well. Some people still do prefer to buy physical music, and maybe by them dropping their prices slightly, they will be able to accommodate these people who still like to purchase digital music and increase their sales. Additionally, it may motivate people who usually buy digital music to want to buy physical music as well if the price was more affordable. So overall, we feel that we learned a lot through this class and through this assignment. Most importantly, though, we learned the importance of researching when planning a campaign or anything in general. It's important to know your audience, who you're selling to, and what they want in order to cater to their needs and make your company or organization more successful.
The project was definitely fun. It was easy. It was interesting. Only complaint was maybe the lack of time, but we definitely worked well as a group and successfully completed the project, which we're all pretty excited about to be finished with.
Yeah, as far as working with the group too, I feel, at the beginning of the semester we got to choose our groups, and we picked each other and we worked really good all semester. We all did our work and we all got along, and I don't know, just thanks for a great semester. Glad it's over, and see you next spring. I guess.